bring it to the knowledge of Nigerians, those who will be representing them, new faces in the CAF, different committees of CAF. NFF President Aminu Megere is in the Nations Cup Committee. That's the committee, easily one of the biggest committees. Those who host the AFCON Cup of Nations, that's what their duty will be. We have Mike Ume, NFF first Vice President, is in the Inter-Club Committee, those organizing CAF Champions League, CAF Confederations Cup, and Inter-Club competitions. Sani Lulu, former NFF President, is in the CHAN Committee, that's the African Nations Championship, Nations Cup for home base. We have Emeka Nyama, is in the Media Committee. We used to have Aisha Falode in that committee, but I don't think she's there anymore. Now we're going to be having Emeka Nyama represent Nigeria's interest. We have Chris Green, NFF Technical Committee chairman, is going to be in the disciplinary committee of CAF. Yusuf Ahmed, also a member of NFF Executive Committee, is going to be in technical and development, replacing Adegboye Onigbinde. We have Amanze Uchegbulam, who keeps his place in the appeals committee. We have Mike Itamagbo, who keeps his place in the marketing committee. So 8 Nigerians in different CAF committees is a strong number. I hope these guys can represent Nigeria's interests. The likes of Dominic Oneya used to be there. I don't think he's there anymore. Ojoba used to be there. But Ojoba and Paul Bassi, that's Bolaji Ojoba, who is in the sports ministry, remain CAF match commissioners. So that's what the new position is around new Nigerians that will be representing our interest in the Confederation of African Football, CAF. All right? So, what can we say? We can only wish them the best of luck and hope that Nigeria's interest will override personal interest in the discharge of their duties, while congratulating them for getting picked by CAF for these different assignments. Let's go to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. They have landed in Nuremberg, and what you're seeing on your screen are the 12 home-based players went for random tests, doping tests in Germany with FIFA officials, out of competition tests, that's what they call it. But they have settled it in Germany, and you can see that the guys are looking ready, looking fit for the challenges ahead. Yemi?
Well, I don't know about fit, but they're looking happy, and
they're not looking ready.
Well,
they have to be happy.
Yeah, well, you know, ready is a bit subjective, because on match day you know if the guy is ready. But what I mean is they're looking happy. I like the spirit in camp. Even before we won the Nations Cup, I like all the hard work that has been put into this team, and I see us following the same template, which of course is encouraging. I hope that we will be able to continue in this line, consistently play friendly matches, bring players, not be held ransom by some players who may not give their all. But of course, when you see some of these guys, they're ready to play, they're ready to give their all, and that's what I read. That's the message I get. That's the feedback I can draw from just looking at this picture, looking at their faces, the smiles I see boys who are hungry, I see boys who are ready to just go all out and get Nigeria what Nigeria needs.
Well, yeah, that is also the next part of our discussion, which is home-based players. 12 home-based players are the ones we see in those pictures. Some of those foreign-based players will still have to play for their different clubs this weekend before they can report to camp. The likes of Victor Moses, the other players coming from Italy, coming from Germany, still have to play for their leagues. But the home-based players, 12 of them, are also somehow using this to prepare for CHAN. And the good news is that CHAN was supposed to play in June, but CAF have readjusted the final round fixtures. Nigeria will not be playing anymore in June. We will now be playing in July. We are playing our first leg against Cote d'Ivoire, first week of July, and then 3 weeks after the return leg comes up. So, good opportunity for these home-based players to be prepared, to be ready for the CHAN challenge. If we win, we're through to South Africa 2014.
Yeah, it's a good moment because the news about going to CHAN has been here another here or there. Now that they have decided to go, my apprehension earlier on was the fact that if they had played in June, these home-based lads have not been in camp. So we could stampede the team to a disaster. So, but I think this one is okay now.
12 of them now in Germany.
12 of them. And
part of our busy campaign in June. And the FIFA Confederations Cup, good preparation.
And you can guess that 12 of these players will form the bulk of the home-based team. So I think it's good preparation for the boys. By the time the foreign-based players join them, that will also sharpen their skill, their fitness, and their readiness for CHAN. But overall, I'm happy the way Nigeria Football Federation has gone about preparation for it, because it's going to be a very tight schedule. There is no space for lapses.
Yeah.
Everybody must have to put his hand on the deck to ensure that we qualify for the World Cup. For me, the World Cup is the ultimate, not the Confederations Cup, but the World Cup. We must get to the World Cup. That should be our ultimate target.
All right, I think I want to agree with you, Onye. World Cup priority number 1, and then other things can fall in line. All right. Let's come to the continent now and talk about Nigerian clubs on the continent. Yemi Rangers will be playing this weekend on Sunday against Pakistan. Pakistan should be in town about now. They should be in town by now. But for Rangers, the lesson of the CAF Champions League, where they crashed out after failing to win at home, failing to take their chances against Recreativo Libolo, created plenty of chances, didn't score in Enugu, should serve them well when they take on CX Pakistan. They're going to be missing Chigozie Agbim, they're going to be missing Sunday Mba, because those ones are already with the Super Eagles in Germany, but somehow they must get a convincing win on Sunday. And you can see the pictures on your screen. Rangers are playing Pakistan, Stade Malian are playing Academic, FUS Rabat are playing FAR Rabat. So it's a derby in Rabat. We have Bezettin of Tunisia against Ismaili. Ton Setib and US Vitam are currently playing as we speak. These are some of the fixtures in the final round of the CAF Confederations Cup, Yemi. Yeah,
but like you said, I agree with you totally. I just hope that Rangers have learned their lessons. They got their fingers burnt in the CAF Champions League, and I do hope that they will make good the promise they made about doing a Chelsea in the CAF club competition. I hope they've learned their lessons. I hope that everything will be sorted out. When you don't take your chances in football, you open yourself up to what is coming. And the way African football is, once you have an advantage, you had better use it. Because once you don't, you can't be sure that the other team will use whatever means. And some people will tell you that all is fair in war, you know, and that applies in Africa. Clubs will try to intimidate you, do all sorts of things. So you need to use any advantage you have. I would have been more relaxed if Rangers were playing the second leg at home, but first leg, it means they have to get
a convincing first leg win.
You understand?
On Sunday,
if they were playing away, for instance, we could just say, okay, go there, limit the damage, come home, but now they have to throw the first punch, and that punch must land well and weaken their opponents.
So that they can't even recover in the second leg.
Hopefully.
All right, we wish Rangers all the best of luck and hope that they can really make it count in the Enugu on Sunday so that the second leg will be a mere formality. All right, time for us to go on a break. We want to talk about what we are doing. When I say we, by now you should understand that I'm talking about Channels Television and I'm talking about Channels National Kids Cup. We have talked about National Channels Kids Cup that will be starting next week. Teams are getting ready. Yesterday we brought you the team from Ibadan United Mission. A whole lot of other states are also sending in the pictures of their teams getting ready for the big challenge that will be starting next week. We also told you that we have support from Indomie Noodles. They are a major partner of Channels National Kids Cup. Dumnadio Konta went to town to see how Agoegba, one of the 4 schools representing Lagos, how they are really shaping up for the Channels National Kids Cup. We'll bring you that report now and then come back for more on Sports Tonight.
What do you think of when you mix spicy pepper with chicken?
That sounds delicious. Chicken pepper?
And what do you get when you add Indomie to pepper chicken?
So when you add Indomie to pepper chicken or cook them together? Indomie pepper chicken, Abi.
That was what I was going to say. You get Indomie pepper chicken.
Same thing with my guy, Yana Beg.
And how does Indomie pepper chicken taste?
Oh, great. Superb.
Spicy.
Indomie pepper chicken. Get it while it's hot.
They were one of the most promising schools in the last edition, but eventually finished in 4th place. Pupils of Agoegba Primary School, located in Ebutemeta in Lagos, chose to use the pitch of the Lagos mainland local government to perfect strategies for the forthcoming tournament. Despite the exit of some of their best players who graduated to secondary schools, they got quality replacements for them.
I've been prepared very well since last year after our elimination in the semi-final. I believe this year we are going to do better than what we did last year. With the support of many people in our local government, I believe this year, because we have played a lot of friendly matches, and with that I believe the boys will surprise the expectation of many this year.
They appeal to corporate organizations to identify with projects aimed at developing young people to become future stars in football.
We need a sponsor that can support this kid.